What's up guys? So today I've got a couple of lights on the bench back here. I'm going to do something different. So usually what I'll do is I'll open both sides at the same time. I'll do both sides at the same time in regards to the build, and then I'll seal them both up. But today I'm going to show you everything from start to finish on this one, and this one is totally complete. So I'll show you a little bit of behind the scenes on this one as well. But from start, we'll open this guy here using this multi-tool, this sonic knife, and these are the only two tools that I'm going to need to open that light there. So let's get started. Alright, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to trace this line here. So pretty much where there's already a line in the housing on this particular model, you can see that's where I'm going to be cutting. I'm going to be focusing not to cut through to the front. I don't want these lines to be visible here, so I want to make sure that I'm cutting down and behind the line. So just along here, always cutting downwards. So I'll put this into a time lapse and get started. I've cut all the way up to here. I've got to let my tool cool down for a bit, so while I do, I'll jump over to this one. So I'm going to be using that multi-tool. As you can see here, this swivel head, this becomes pretty critical in what I do here. It allows you to get into all those hard and awkward angles. The hardest thing when using this is obviously you can quite easily go through to the front lens very quickly. So you have to be super careful, being able to just do little cuts all the way along until you can start to see light shining through. So I'll try and do that carefully now, and you can sort of follow along and see how it's done. Now that I've gone all the way through all the edges here, I can take out all these screws and then just start to very lightly pry and sort of feel my way around the edge, make sure I don't have to go over anything twice. But yeah, so I'll start to remove this now. So I can feel it probably needs to be cut a little bit more here, so I'll just go over and do that. It's already starting to come away on the other edges. Uber's just rocked up with my lunch, so I'm going to sort this out. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back, I'm fed. I'm going to open this light for you guys. Alright, then we got the back cover off. Not going to need that, so you can throw it away. This next part here might be stuck underneath the lip just a little bit, but we'll pry that out fairly easily. I say as it makes a fool of me. So I can see here this lip is what's catching, so I'll try and release it from this corner first. Now, this obviously isn't an OEM lens, housing with this top half here, and because of that, you can see there is a small amount of damage on the inside of the lens. So because of that reason, I'm keeping these in place. I'm not going to remove them so that they fit exactly where the scratches are on the lens, and it doesn't look or ruin the finish of the light. Alright, so the continuity is a little bit off because it's now raining and cold, miserable. It's just miserable out there. But we've got this side done. This is the one that I had already finished and I showed you guys. Now this side is 90% done. So what I've done is I've put the 144mm strips in behind here. They're all sealed in. I've got my modules in there. Now all I need to go do is solder all these connections together. So we're going to go from the ring to the halo. So in, out, into the here. In, out, into here, then we're going to finish up here on this top section. So I'll go into the back, solder all that together, and then we'll end up with two beautiful Subaru lights just like this. Alright, so like I said, day 2, we're done here. We've got both left and right hooked up to our Blue Ghost version 2. The Blue Ghost version 2 obviously gives the reverse output and a whole lot of other functions. That's what we run all our taillights off of. You can see here we've got a massively sunny day in Australia, so there's a fair bit of glare on these lights. So this is a pretty realistic test of what they're actually going to look like in the daytime. As you can probably tell, the infinity mirrors look great as long as the lights are on the inside. As soon as they turn off, it becomes an instant mirror. So if the lighting conditions aren't just right for an infinity mirror to work, they become pretty much just a mirror. So unless you're brushing your teeth, largely irrelevant. That's why I use these rings on the outside so that they can be seen in pretty much any condition, and the infinity mirror just becomes more of an aesthetic mod value, and they really come to life at night, of course. So when I shut the garage here and show you what they look like, they will be like substantially brighter and a lot more pronounced, I suppose I would say, but that's largely why I'm using the rings on the outside of my lights these days. So firstly, if you guys are still following along, thanks. It's been a really long build. It's been a pretty intricate build. Hopefully I've taught you guys a few things along the way. They're pretty impressive in my opinion. So yeah, this is one of the higher tier builds that I can do in my garage. But yeah, we do a lot of here. So until next time, thanks for staying tuned. Thanks for following along, staying faithful. Yeah, until the next build, guys. Peace out.